Hi, my name's Alexa, and welcome back to episode 5 of Coach's Corner. And I'm here with one of our coaches of the month for January, Mr. Cordova, that is a coach for girls wrestling. Okay, Mr. Cordova, so how do you manage to be a teacher and a coach at the same time?
Well, it's definitely a lot more work. Obviously, as coaches, any coach will tell you it's definitely pulled. There's a lot more time that you have to invest, but it's all worth it because it's the athletes put in the time. You have to put in the time, and at the end, it's the reward of having a team that gets developed with good rapport, and then you go to compete, and then they show their all their efforts there. And at the end of the day, I don't feel it's about me. I just know that I put in the effort for the athletes, and
Yeah.
they make it all worth the while.
And what do you enjoy the most about coaching wrestling, and how are you feeling about your season so far?
I'm really excited. First of all, I've been coaching wrestling for a while. I took a little bit of a hiatus for a couple of years, came back, and it's all coming right back. The enjoyment and the fun and enthusiasm of being able to work with the student athletes. Obviously, as a teacher, we got into the profession because we enjoy working with our students, and by extension, working with these student athletes is just that an extension of that. And so
Yeah.
we reap a lot of satisfaction with that, and developing these young athletes, not only to be great athletes or but also to just be great individuals, teaching character and sportsmanship and all those little intangibles that come along with being a coach. it's
Yeah.
it's it's
Hey,
it's a
great.
big responsibility.
Hey, and lastly, how do you think Queen of the Lake went last this weekend?
This weekend, you know what, in fact, it's so satisfying to have our girls in this case went to this tournament, and you put in so much work, they put in so much work, and it's awesome that you go to an event like this and you see that it's all paying off. We A lot of our girls medaled, a lot of they did very well. Even the ones that didn't medal, they showed a lot of improvement. We're starting to kind of get there. We're fairly a new team, and so it was a really good, satisfying experience for all of us with because we did have a lot of success. So it's nice to see the things, the work paying off.
Yeah. Now we are here with your second coach of the month for January, Mr. Cordova, that is a coach for boys wrestling. Okay, so what is your motivation for coaching wrestling?
My motivation for coaching wrestling, being an ex wrestler myself, is being able to take a kid who's never wrestled so that he has great success on the mat. Not only just in executing wrestling, moves on the mat, but just to persevere because wrestling is a tough sport mentally and physically. Um, but yes, just taking just a kid to the next level through guidance in the wrestling technique.
How is it coaching with your brother at times?
Oh, it's an honor. It's a pleasure. I mean, it's just like he's my big brother and older brother, and but it's a pleasure. I wouldn't want it any other way. You know, he understands me, my way of thinking, and he's more of the calm coach, and I'm kind of like I get caught up with really emotional. So sometimes he settles me, he calms me. So it's a pleasure.
Lastly, how are you preparing the boys wrestling team for Desert League this Wednesday?
We've definitely picked up the intensity in the wrestling room. So these kids are coming along very well. The girls and boys, um, they're stepping up their game. So we're picking up the intensity so that when they get on the mat, they push their opponent with high intensity, trying to mentally and physically breaking their opponents.
Okay, and this concludes Coach's Corner with both of your coaches of the month for January. Please give both Mr. Cordovas a big congratulations.
Thank you.